What is up, math superstars? In this edition of Mr. Peterson Presents, we're going to be doing a review on circle graphs. And so in this video, we have 6 questions that we're going to cover. And in these 6 questions, we're going to give you step by step on how to be successful in getting data and interpreting data from circle graphs. And so here we have middle school voting and says the circle graph above represents the results from the 8th grade student body president elections. So if 300 students voted, so we're going to take a pause there, we're going to underline 300 students voted. How many more students voted for Lisa than for Joseph? And so let's go ahead and highlight where Lisa and Joseph are. So Lisa is at 27% and our friend Joseph is at 9%. And so in order to figure out how many more students, let's go ahead and subtract these 2%. So I have 27% minus 9%. It's going to give us an 18% difference between the votes of Lisa and Joseph. So just like in our previous video, step 1 is we're going to change our percent here, 18%, to a decimal. So we know that 18% is the same as 18 hundredths. And then step 2, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our decimal, 18 hundredths, and I'm going to multiply that by the total number of votes. So there were 300 votes. And when I do those calculations, there is a difference of 39 votes between Lisa and Joseph. Let's take a look at this problem. Isabella surveyed 120 students, so let's go ahead and underline that, about their favorite flavor lollipop. The circle graph shows the results below. We need to identify 2 flavors, so we need to circle 2 flavors that are in this bar here that together could represent the results of a group of exactly 30 students here. So for this one, there's a lot of different ways to look at it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a fraction. I'm going to do 30 divided by 120. And when we go ahead and do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this into a decimal. So my calculator, I'm going to do 30 divided by 120, and that's going to give me 0 and 25 hundredths. So if I want to look at that as a fraction, 0 and 25 hundredths, that's the same as 1/4. So I need to look for 2 flavors that make up 1/4 of the circle graph here. And so I can see that lemon is 1 flavor that covers 1/4, but the 2 flavors I am looking for that make up 1/4 are right here. So I'm looking for cherry and lime. And so I'm going to go ahead and highlight and circle cherry and lime because it represents 1/4 of the survey. So this question says which data could best be represented by this circle graph. And so you have some options here. And so we're looking for the one that's going to display different parts of a survey. And so I'm going to go ahead and automatically highlight D, and here's why. D says that the number of students in a school band who play various instruments. And so this could be, there could be 4 different types of instruments here. So it could have trumpet, clarinet, flute, and percussion. And then the circle graph would represent the amount of students in each part. The other ones for temperature for each day, that might be more like a line graph. Heights of major mountain ranges, we could represent that as a bar graph. And change in distance over time would be another line graph. And so we have different types of graphs here. But for circle graphs, we're looking for some different categories covering a total. So now we have this question: which type of display is the best way to show what fraction of a group prefers certain colors? And so whenever we see a fraction of a group, we're automatically going to be highlighting down here to a circle graph. So here we have this circle graph displays favorite music types for all the students in Peter's class. And so what we have is we have different percentages, and we need to match them up with different parts of this circle graph here.